Good evening, friends. I wanted to share with you tonight an interaction I had with somebody on who was watching the same YouTube that I had watched. It was produced by Amazing Facts and Doug Batchelor, who I enjoy watching, but he doesn't point out the errors in the church as much as I would like. But who am I to say? I'm just saying. But he had done a prophecy update in February, and he made a comment about the number of Muslims versus the number of Christians in like 2050. And I had made a comment about, raise your hand if you think we're going to be here in 2050. And this always happens on any Seventh-day Adventist site or site where someone is discussing the Sabbath. There's haters everywhere, of course. But this guy or lady, I don't know, started attacking Ellen White and started attacking the Sabbath and so on. They love to attack Ellen White. I have some issues with her that I haven't worked out on my own yet, but I'm not going to go into that here. But still, I mean, what's the point of coming on to watch a video? Who knows if they watched it or not, but to watch a video ostensibly put on or produced by Seventh-day Adventists, so you know the bent that it's going to be. It's going to be about what Seventh-day Adventists believe, and or about the Sabbath, and or about what's coming soon. So these are all high topics. So they come onto this site and then they start throwing barbs right away. It cracks me up in a way. But so we went back and forth, and he said, I'm going to call it a guy. I just think I don't know, it could be a woman. I don't know. Anyway. So he'd been asking me, saying, well, you know, you believe some crazy lady from back in the 1800s, blah, who falsely predicted this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, first, she didn't predict anything in 1844. That was done by someone else, made that prediction and such. And so I said, what are you even doing on here, on this page, if you do not stand for the things that is the thoughts that are proclaimed from this type of a website or a YouTube page. And so he just continued to ask, well, you know, the Sabbath, there aren't any rules in the Bible about Sabbath and this and that. And so I tossed him a couple of texts. In creation, for example, I don't know, the seventh day that was where God saw everything that he had made, and it was good, and he rested on the seventh day. Wherefore he blessed the Sabbath day and sanctified it and made it holy and all this. Genesis, that's like the beginning. So, and then I threw out, of course, Exodus 8:20, I think, where the commandments are discussed. And then he came back, well, Old Testament, this and that, and it didn't say that the seventh day was Saturday and blah, blah, blah. Another element they go to. But yet again, no one has a problem saying that Sunday is the day after Saturday and is the first day on any normal calendar going back for hundreds of years, but okay. And so I gave him these Bible texts, and then he came back and he went off to another subject. So I said, look, you're not even staying on the same topic. So then he came back, what are you talking about? I'm staying on the same topic. You're just not answering the question. You didn't give me any Bible verses. Okay, yes, I did. And you're not listening or reading, or you don't care. And the fact of the matter is, you really don't want my answer. You're not interested in my thought or what I believe, really. You're setting out to lay a trap. So I'm not biting, but good luck. So anyway, I closed that with the comment about eyes not seeing and ears not hearing. And then he came back at me with that same comment, so I was like, okay, well, so we're done, whatever. I probably wasted more time with him than I should have. But I just wanted to share that I thought it was interesting, and I'm trying to become more thoughtful in my approach, and because I'm usually I want to fight back, but I'm trying to incorporate more of a thoughtful nature, I'll say right now, to address people who attack, because fighting really isn't helpful, and someone who is honestly seeking information won't come back with vitriol. They just won't. If someone's looking really honestly for information, they'll ask, what do you think about this, or where do you see that? And when you tell them where you see it, they're not like, well, that's stupid, you must be a moron. I mean, that's just not a conversation. So I have to get better with recognizing that earlier on, I suppose. But at the same time, it also shows me, or helps me gauge my growth or lack of it. So I'm trying to use that for my benefit, to help me grow and read the Word more, to find the answers. Because just like having well, I won't use that analogy. I'll just say, if you're having a conversation with someone and you don't know the Bible enough to turn to the areas in the Bible to answer the person's question, they don't want to sit there while you go through, concordance or trying to figure out where it was in the Bible that you thought this verse was that would help the person. So anyway, I just wanted to put out something that could be negative, but it's also encouraging, because it shows me where I need to, the areas where I need to work on, so that I can read the Word and get those Bible verses and that ammunition in my spiritual gun, so to speak. So I just thought that was kind of funny. The people that hate the Sabbath and think that people who keep the Sabbath in accordance with the way God wants us to keep it are just uninformed and not enlightened and such. And it's just really interesting to see that, since I used to be one of those. It's interesting to see it from this perspective, and I'm hopeful that maybe through this experience I can engage with some people who really do want to know, and maybe help them, because we are told in His Word to keep the Sabbath holy. I love the argument, well, I keep every day. No, you don't. Nobody does. That's impossible. Even pastors or whatever the prelate is that governs a church body, they don't keep every day, okay? You have to do regular life things. Cut the grass, or do errands, go to the store. We have to do these things. God knew that was going to be the case. He to require every day that you're living and breathing to spend in worship is not practical for this planet. Maybe there's other planets that He created where those people get to do that 7 days a week. And now that I keep Sabbath, it's such a relief. I just love it. I don't have to do anything except spend time with Him. I mean, how awesome is that? It's glorious. You guys should try it. If you don't already do it, you should try it. It's really awesome. It was really hard for me at first. I tried to hedge my bet. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just do work that's in the yard, gardening, because God used to visit Adam and Eve in the garden, right? While they're in the garden, so I'm in the garden, so that's good, right? No, I don't think that's what He had in mind. But people say that, yeah, I keep every day. And we all, those of us who love God and love Jesus and call ourselves Christians, call ourselves by his name, you know, we think of him all the time throughout the week, but we don't keep all 7 days holy, okay? I mean, keeping a day holy is holy, W-H, different than holy, H-O, okay? It's different. Keeping one day completely holy is special time